Hey, what's going on, y'all? Junkalowski here. How you doing today? Let's go for another walk. Uh, so today I'm in a horrible mood, and I mean horrible mood. And you might be asking yourself, Uncle Husky, why are you so upset today? Well, you obviously clicked on this video, so you should know why I'm angry today. See, here's the thing, right? I hate the summer. I hate the summer with a burning passion. That is not a pun. This is not a joke. I'm definitely not a summer guy, right? And currently, right now, we're about to get a massive heat wave. I'm talking like every day over 95 degrees for like a solid 5 days right before the 4th of July. And I am dreading every single second of this. like, I think since I was a kid, I have hated the heat and humidity more than any other climate. Like, my originally my family's from Honduras. You know what I mean? So we have I'm a first generation here in America. So like for who even knows, probably like a millennia, my family line has endured the heat, the absolute disgusting, humid, just gross heat of Central America. And all that ended with me and my sister because my parents decided to have a kid in New York. So I inherited many things from my parents. Their ability to handle the heat is not one of those things. I cannot fucking stand it. And you know what's crazy? Throughout most of my life, whenever we went on vacations, we always went south. Like without fail, almost always went down south, whether it was Houston, in Texas, whether it's Florida. I mean, I'm a big Disney guy. Me and my sister are both big Disney people growing up, and we have family in Miami, which makes it even worse because Miami is a humid hellhole. I love Miami, but goddamn, it's super humid. It's so humid they got a bunch of hurricanes. They have so many hurricanes over there, and it's so humid over there that even their football program for the university is named after them. That's how humid it is down there. Shit, we even lived in Georgia for a bit. And of course, we only lived in Georgia for like 6 months. When did we live there? The spring and summer. So that's cool. That's great, right? I mean, God, whether it's like going down to Virginia or the Carolinas, yada, 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 we always went down south where it was hotter and hotter and hotter. It only was until like I moved up to Massachusetts that I ended up, vacationing more up north now. Like New Hampshire, Vermont, and Maine. You know what I'm saying? So besides the obvious heat, what are other things I hate about summer? You know what I really hate? I hate having to pay so much more for my electricity bill. You know, back a couple years ago, I'm still in the same. I've lived in the same apartment complex for the last 3 years, but no, I would say 4. Yeah, it's been 4 years now. But those first 2 years, I lived on the third floor of this apartment complex, and up there was a hot, and I mean hot nightmare. It was awful, and the worst part was they had these stupid fucking windows up there that they never replaced, so I couldn't get a normal air conditioning unit, so I had to get a portable AC. And here's the thing with portable ACs: when they work, they're awesome, but they're so loud that I had to wear headphones for everything just to be able to hear what I was doing. And the electricity was so expensive. Like me and my roommate, it was a 2 bedroom. We were paying like $400 a month for electricity. It was so much money. And now even when I'm on my own and I have normal window units, like I get that part of it is that I just cannot handle the heat. So I probably have the air conditioning on more than most people would. But I will not sacrifice my comfort because when I get too hot, things go bad and I become crabby. I get sicker. It's not good. So I hate having to pay all this money just to feel comfortable. I hate how hot my car gets. Speaking of air conditioning, I hate how hot my car gets. I even have these things that, cover the windows, but it still just gets so hot. I mean, there's no way to avoid it once it goes above like 80 degrees. I mean, what can you really do here? And God, I have to like blast the AC for like 10 minutes because is it me or do like newer cars have worse AC units? Let me not get into that. That's a whole other thing about new cars and how much worse they are now than older cars. But I like compared to my dad's like, I don't know, '07 Corolla. Oh my God. That thing's air conditioner is crazy. That thing could be baking in the sun for like 24 hours. He turns that shit on for like 2-3 minutes and it's cool in there. That AC is crazy. And mine is not like that at all. My shit will take like 10 minutes just to get to the point where it's like, all right, I think I can drive for a couple minutes and not pass out. And the heat just makes all the activities that I love to do. It sucks because it's the best time to do activities that I want to do, but it's also the worst time to do it, right? Like, if you live somewhere where there's a long winter, then you know how brutal it can be to try to do outdoor activities, unless you're going like skiing or snowboarding or doing some sort of winter sport, right? It's super hard to go out and do things when it's like, I don't know, below freezing almost all the time, and when there's a bunch of snow on the ground, right? You do get used to it, but there's a certain point where you're just like, I can't do this, right? So I'm a big hiking guy. I love hiking. I love getting out into nature. I love going out for hikes. I love the physical activity. It's amazing. Probably my favorite activity to do. Honestly, I like it more than, I'm doing a normal workout. I like it more than just walking, more than running, more than swimming. I love hiking. It's healing for me. But hiking in the summer fucking sucks. It's one of the only times where I really feel like I can do it. Now, granted, I do winter hiking when I go on vacations, right? I don't mind hiking in the snow. It is what it is. I have ice spikes and all that. You know what I'm saying? But hiking in the summer, one, the heat is so unbearable that there have been a couple times where I've gone hiking where I'm like, if I don't slow down right now, I'm going to pass the fuck out. I'm actually going to die up here because it's just simply too hot. I cannot do this, right? But it's just awful because it's super hot. There's a bunch more people out because other people can handle the summer, whereas I can't, right? So I hate hiking when it's super hot and there's a bunch of fucking people around because it's not relaxing that way, because I go out into the nature to get away from people, but here they are, other people, which I don't blame them. I mean, good God, I'm out there, so like, I'm not going to get mad at someone else going out to hike. I mean, that'd be kind of a dick move, which it is what it is, but truly what makes it hell on earth to go hiking in the summer are the bugs. Insects. My God, I hate bugs. I've always hated bugs. I think I've hated bugs. I think the first time I can ever recall really hating bugs was the first time I went to Honduras, which I was like 4 years old. That shit traumatized me, dog. From then on, I was just like, me and bugs, we don't mix, dude. You have all these mosquitoes trying to suck your blood and then give you an STD. You have a bunch of gnats just trying to reproduce, and they're all just blocking your view. You're getting swarmed. You could get stung by a bee. Some people don't even know they're allergic to bees until they get stung, and then they fucking die, unless they have an EpiPen on them, or they have some sort of serious allergic reaction. But I think the biggest thing out of this bug category here are the spiders. I am an arachnophobe. If you don't have a phobia, like at all, first of all, good for you. You're a stronger person than me. But it's hard to explain a phobia to people. And when I see a spider, I can't even explain to you the dread, the panic, the sheer, oh my God, it's do or die time feeling that comes in. And I've seen some crazy fucking spiders, man. like out in the woods, and so, you're trying to have to avoid all these gnats, you're trying to get rid of all these mosquitoes, you're trying to make sure a spider doesn't come out of nowhere. Like, I'm pretty sure here in Massachusetts we don't have any poisonous spiders, but we have some pretty fucking nasty and scary looking spiders. I hate it, and it's also why I definitely don't go. I don't go hiking in New Hampshire at all in the summer. No way, absolutely not, because I've seen the shit that's up there. Forget about it. And you know what, dude? You know what? Despite my fear of spiders, scratch what I just said about the worst thing being the spiders. No, taking my fear of spiders aside, the worst thing are the ticks, because it, no pun intended, but there has been an uptick of tick propagation. Like, it has to be. Now, do I have any scientific backing for this claim? I do not. If I researched it, would it back me up? Who knows? But I feel like it's just gotten worse. Like, a lot of the friends that I have, they're just like, yeah, I keep finding more and more ticks on my dogs. And it just really feels like there's more and more of them. And good God, you want to talk about, getting a fucking disease? I mean, God, if a tick gets to you, dude, that could be it. That could be it, man. And you might not even know. Like, it just sucks how one of the best times to go out to do my favorite activity, physical activity, it's also like the worst for me as someone who can't handle the heat and someone who truly, and I mean truly, hates bugs. Like, I'm also the type of person that just really, like, I'd like to go out. I do. I'd rather be home, but I do like to go out. It's so hard to just be like, oh, I'm going to go to Boston today, and I'm just going to walk around. No, I'll die. The heat might actually take me out. Like, I just really cannot handle it. And everywhere gets super busy, too, because everyone decides, oh, summer's the best time to take the vacation, even though it's the most expensive time, and everyone else is going to travel. So everything's busier. There's more people out. I feel like I'm getting swarmed because everyone's coming out of their homes after the long winter and probably short spring, because we seem to bypass. Anyone else feel like we're starting to bypass spring and fall? The two, like, most prime time seasons? I feel like we're both, like, if you like spring and you like fall, I'm a fall guy, right? But I feel like spring and fall people are getting shortchanged here, because it really does feel like winter and summer are just getting longer and longer, and we're losing the nice in between all this. But, whatever, man. So, yeah, I've been ranting on for the last 13 minutes. I could probably go on for like an hour on this. This could be like a podcast episode if I just really went through everything I really hate about the summer. But I'd probably lose my voice. My voice is already strained right now because I'm way too heated. No pun intended. I've made so many unintentional jokes and puns in this video. It's making me really depressed. I hate this shit. So I'm gonna go for now before I blow my fucking brains out. Yeah. Thank you guys for listening. Like, comment, and subscribe if you like the video. I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks. Bye.